The act of setting right. An act of discipline. To make right, to remove errors from, to amend. To set right, rectify, reform. So, what do you think today's word is? Have you figured it out yet? What do you think? What do you think? Take a wild guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Word, and the last word in this series is correction. So let me just stack them all together real fast for you. Prioritize or priority, ritualize or ritual, discipline, mindset, skill, consistency, and now the final word, correction. These are the 7 words that when you put them all together and you start utilizing them on a regular, like daily, this will change everything for you. How do I know that? Because it's changed everything for me. And if it's going to work for me, it's going to work for you. So the last thing you want to start thinking with is making corrections. And so like if you look at if you're on a boat, right, and you're going somewhere, right, but the water's going to be moving things around, you have to correct your course. Every single day, you got to be making these little minor adjustments, because if you don't make minor adjustments out on the water or in the ocean of life, you're going to get pulled off in some way other direction. Allow me to read from this book as well. If you have not read it yet, please do so. If you want to read along, you can find this passage on page 174. Grant says, whatever the method may be, okay, the most successful don't think in terms of hard work, even though they are, of course, willing to work hard. Instead, they figure out how to work smart and handle the situation by finding and using the right approach until they succeed. The unsuccessful always find work to be difficult because they never take enough time to improve their approach and make it easier on themselves. So remember before I was talking about the formula for success. It's attitude, it's approach, it's action. So once you've got your mindset and your attitude right, and you start working on your approach, you have to be making these minor course corrections every single day. Okay? And that's another awesome tool behind our online program, Cardone University. And it's not just about sales. This is about marketing. This is about you being a better person. This is about you getting your attitude right, your mindset right, and then understanding, hey, how much action do I need to be taking, right? So you should be looking for corrections in all 3 of those areas every single day. Looking at ways to make sure your attitude's on point, and if not, then alter course a little bit, right? And if your attitude's good, but you're like, man, I can't connect with these people, or I'm not able to get more people in the door, or whatever. What's the approach, right? Do we need to make these little minor adjustments and corrections along the way, right? And then am I doing enough? How much action am I really taking, and is it enough to get me the results I'm after? Grant says speed is power. So in fact, I remember him talking to our VP of Sales, Jared, when Jared finally met who eventually wound up being his wife. And Grant's like, man, go all in, go fast, and if it's wrong, you'll know sooner. So when you find an approach that you want to dial in, or you find a different way you want to do something, man, go all in on that thing, go fast, go hard, and then adjust course along the way. Make the necessary corrections that you need to start creating this life you're after. Because when we go back and we've changed our priorities, right? We've really got that in line. We've looked at, hey, what are my priorities? What do I need to be putting more attention on, right? We've created maybe some new rituals for how we want to roll ourselves out every single day, right? Maybe we've changed the way we're going to live our life every single day. We're going to make these minor new rituals to help us be more efficient in our day and more effective in what we're doing, right? And we've also had to discipline ourselves to make that happen and make that consistent. And because we've got this new perspective, because we've got this new mindset, that's going to start changing as well. Because why? Because we're working on our skill and we're getting better. That's the whole point of this. All 7 of these things is to help you, give you some words, some tools, some mindsets that you can start dropping into your world every single day to get better at what you're already good at. When you think about greats, like these people at these high levels of performance, right? We can default to Michael Jordan because he's easiest and he's obvious. We can look at somebody like Tiger Woods. Anybody though, anybody, professional fighters, right? They're always looking for, man, can I get a little bit better? Can I tune this up? Can I tighten that up? After a fight, what do? They go back and they watch the film. Football players, same thing. Hey, how do we win that game? How do we lose? What do we need to work on in practice this week? Correction. Correction, correction, correction. And when you got that growth mindset, correction is easy. And it doesn't imply anything negative about you and your ability. It means you're trying to get better. The reason you won't embrace correction is that you're afraid that it actually means that you're inefficient, that you're not good. So let me just handle that real fast. Here's the bottom line. This comes from Grant Cardone. There is no failure until you quit. Remember that. There is no failure until you quit. The greats and everything, they're constantly looking for, how do I get a little bit better? How can I do this a little bit differently? How can I tweak this a little bit, right? And so therefore, if success is just like any other skill, and you just duplicate successful actions of other people, then you need to be involved every single day in correction. What's working? What's not? How can I get better? And it doesn't mean you're a failure unless you quit. When you recognize the places that you can grow and do better. Doesn't mean you're a failure. It means you're learning, okay? It means you're growing and you're making the corrections along the course to your better life. And therein wraps up our series. 7 words that can change everything for you. Priority, ritual, discipline, mindset, skill, consistency, correction. I want to invite you to weave these words into the fabric of your life. And if I can help doing that, reach out to me. 310-777-0352, that's my direct number, or 818-427-5188. You can email me, david@grantcardone.com. And speaking of which, Cardone University is the ultimate tool to give you what you need so that you can work on all 7 of these words, incorporate them into your life, okay, and then correct and expand and dominate in your space, right? If you need work on, man, how do I get more business in the door, right? Once they're here, how do I sell them? And then how do I close it? And then how do I follow people up so that they're coming back? And if they didn't sign up for me, how do I stay in front of them so they don't forget about me so that when they are ready, they come to me, right? Cardone University will solve all those problems for you. 310-777-0352, 818-427-5188, david@grantcardone.com. If you've been with me all week, thank you so much. It's been awesome talking with you guys. Hope to hear from you all soon.